Dr. Yaw Osei Educhum Mashebedwani Emma Omanfo mo bosomtwe ono anso ejina mu se nyame ya adomu a eye afi edi enimu edu ho no na so kwakoyi eye frankatufo e de ama New Patriotic Party a ojina mu enu nti we presidential aspirant ena sabre ode atu edwase se ba no eye campaign ahodo efa eye aspirants ni nyina entemu anase primaries na omobekọ na esese wo moma wo kasa wo muka eho ete wodi nsem ya to dwa wabra na MPP West London chapter wo mu unity conference a ekoso na tipo eda so harnessing the power of collective effort eno ena Dr. Educhum editu jase enwa behia pa se wo mutimi emo eniema omo ye bia no enidie eba ho pa afeso nkabomu eyade ehuhia wo momo nyina enka omuhumom abra 2028 abato eda wo munimu a wo mo ebekọ no Dr. Educhum editu ja esi subio ed assurance MI say campaign o mo bekọ no obehwe se wo mo kasa mo beka nyina eho ebete na afenso so no eba no eye nsem a ense emfata negativity bia obebo ne ho modene aka chechidifo nyina se obi bia entwe ne ho emfa emfiri ho na se wo mo maka ni nyina nso ensom se de be yo mo kasa no nso eho ebete na eye dwumadie aspirants ahodo no mo na musifo nyina enso ebaye ebeginaye se de be ya kasa wo mo ka anase eye dewro mo bo no ni nyina ebetimi awie peyo
ya bia yemfemfiti ase ewa bra ye bontoi na me ka wie nua bana komia send me message bra me say ahwede obi kan say waka onu a timi gina ho edi ho adanse kasa bi say Dr. Educhum de onye saada no krenso menso menye saada eno ena sese yetimi edi bontoi na nkunibie koba na watim waka me no ko fom a eno ebetimi akan ho abom yie na edi nkunibie kese abre osono amanyukui
enimze political party we dey we because we team we because wa come said the abusian krobia etie no na ye dey so bebia ye gina no say ye team etu ho anamom na ye ma okuma ne say ye ni abose pese kan ho bom na yeti yempani form di enimu mo peso mutimi di osrambusu ekweni anim di ekọ akan 2028 ye gitumi no omonso etimi ni omachidi for ekasa se ye nyina ye mame baako enti ye ni ye yesu ye ban ye bibia ye bia no ye masa enkabon no enye ye dadwen.
We need genuine unity enye bola suja say ase enina dunna ase no hye ho obi a bibia no problem no and so deeply within them not or habo bibi against Munia.
Well, we see any even in among our friendship company, unity is very key. If you want to achieve something as a group and you don't unite, there's no way I will be achieve it.
After this conference, we are going to issue a communique to send it back to Ghana. Na yempenyi fo ewo ho omudi enim omoko eye elections no omu e dia atu omutrim se ehian kabom.
We're a party of educated people, we're a party of intentionality, we're a party of sustainability. Yeni eba ye hyehyɛ mrapa, yeni eba ye de emegum papa eba Ghana.
Yeah, adwin say ye be back down pra. It's the plan they say youth for mama yen sorry, mama yen kan bomo, baby aye jine bia no, eno fa ho. Ni nyina ne say yenye back osuno no na ye hwe osuno no nti ene ye wa ha say enye obia nti.
Say prayer wo ho yi back a ejija but okaboma utimide ye ademani ye.
Our differences shouldn't matter today. Whether you are Kennedy, you are Bawumia, you are Educhum, you are Brian. Who ya wa ha say na ye nipa baako osuno no na ye na ye hwe.
Yeguswa ejina eye Dr. Yaw Osei Educhum na kache ho no bio na sabre wode atudwa se ni susuye anase ne niema pa esi nani so a wo frɛ no se eye blueprint for Africa transformational revolution through education. What the Sansemi Ekotudja wo Africa Curriculum Conference course wo Abuja wo Nigeria maimu na eno ene nam so ema papai wo no so ene san patron ema Africa Curriculum Association which ni aka na ACA Ghana wono anso so ene nkane na woye osoafo anu oda ye nwumasua ano na eno ena papa yi ekugina ho no manaso kopie mu Abuja e wo Nigeria wode eto odwa wode mpanyimfo mu bepie mu ho nyina etwetwe nkomo ena wo kire na brabɔ mu niema pa waye ene kwan ya nani so wode hunu kwan pa wo fa so etimi esi suku ewo America memu ema ni timi gina yetu mpon ye ko enimu ye pa eye very successful eno enam so ema Ghana mampanyini dada abra na wo pere apetumi se obeye o mampanyini wo so to ne sa friend se wo mra na se de wo sie di dwuma ma na koso yie wo America memu no wono so emfa bi ema metai o man ye ti se de be ya o man so hu mesua so betimi akọ enimu so de o sie yoyo ema ba ye de adesua fa no so no ehye ne nsa ma wo hye so yie pa na ora o se educhum echire mu no ene o si nei se wo hye eye o man Ghana se de yadesua ho nsɛmeti akọ enimu aye successful na ehu behia se de esi chance na ho papa ato ho no no ebeboa ama bibrem asefo nyina so etimi esua bi de free so wo se wo hye curriculum na se de esi design no no eboa eyi niema pa wo mabunu mu epie ema niema pa etimi ededi afọ de atodwa se esi ehwa ya nya hweye a na ekwame aye se ye daache no enya de so omode ye bone ebeche ye da se yentimi amoa ma mabunu ne ma pa ewo mu no entimi empie wo ne papa so entimi amoa ye mayi a enkanka ebibrem ha se ya eyade a ye daache emfa ye bone enche isei eno panyini chirem.
Relationship between education and national transformation is very clear. I know we're talking here about the relationship between the importance of curriculum and education. But I'm going to jump from education and say the importance of curriculum and national transformation. That is what we're talking about here. So I wanted to do what was impossible in Ghana, in Africa, because we do a lot of policies, we don't see implementation. So when I came back to Ghana, it was not about the talk. It was about how do we change the education system once and for all so that countries that were better than in the 1960s. Come to think of it, President of Singapore came to Ghana. Lee Kuan Yew visited Ghana in 1963. Our economy was booming. And he wrote in his memoir that Ghana was a booming nation. At that time, people thought Ghana would be one of the first black nations in the world to become developed. What did you get wrong? We industrialized without focusing on education the way Singapore did, the way South Korea did. We did not even give access to everyone to go to senior high school. It took us 60 years for Ghana to get free secondary education. Today we have gender parity in girls and secondary education, gender parity. There are more girls in senior high schools than boys. But it took 60 years for us to get to that. But as the good old professor said about gender parity, we went beyond gender parity to gender equality, ensuring that girls will have access to STEM education. So we began building STEM schools for girls, and today girls are learning bioengineering, they're doing engineering in high schools, and some great things are happening in the Ghanaian education space. The reason why this is important is that many times we look at the challenges facing education in Africa and we do not celebrate the great things that are happening. When I landed in Abuja airport yesterday, I saw a clean, beautiful airport, nice people welcoming me. And I said to myself, this is what we'll be saying about Nigeria. Because invariably we look at all the negatives and we forget about the positives. We forget about the great strides that we've made in the field of education. So if some of those Ghanaian schools images will come up, it will tell you something, that we have to begin to look at what is now. We have to celebrate what we are doing right as Africans. And once we begin to celebrate what we are doing right, will give us the impetus, the encouragement to begin to look at how we change the rest of the things that are not going well.
Chief Executive Officer Emma Tree Crops Development Authority, Echenitia Ekana TCDA, Dr. Andy Okra, ena sabri wo kase wakensi so se ehu behia se yede nhyehyeye a emu eden pa begu akwan mu na etimi eyi ye ba no yenkuto se de efa so eye na na se eye industry na ebetimi akọ enimu yie pa wodi nsemi etu dwa wabra na eye World Shea Expo ekoso ewo Tamale na wodi be wiye no anase wodi ne kasa etwato ewo dwumedie num no eba no wodi etu dwa se ho abehia pa se ba no yenkuto no kwan efa so eye no a esese yetimi epege mu pa ma industry na yetimi ekọ enimu yie na ye ho free se ye de raw material na se ne ho enema a yenye ne hwe ne bekọ amana no ne mum ye be ma na si eni so se ye be dane no aye sesemu e de aye nema bebre wo sesa ye dane mu a ebetimi aboa e de sika aba oman mu afin so no e de enwuma ebeba enkanka ema wo mudi ho sa adwuma no ene emabuna wo mo eye northern region no omo betimi anya adwuma ene sika nso ato wo botom.
It's been amazing. It reinforces that Shea is really the liquid gold we are looking at, and Shea is for the northern sector. That is wonderful. Look at the enthusiasm of all the actors we have seen here, and more importantly, the women. And this time, what is phenomenal, and I can see, is the participation of young people, and that resonates with the team, empowering the women and youth-led SMEs, and that is what is here. And more importantly, it has given us the platform as Tree Crop Development Authority, a body responsible for regulating, developing, and managing this sector. So far, so good. I like the panel discussions, relevant topics have been treated, and again, strangely, it confirms that people, a lot of them are not aware of Tree Crop Development Authority. So we also use that to educate them, and now they see that we've brought Tree Crop Development Authority to their doorsteps in terms of how they can see us and get their needs addressed. And the exercises we are embarking on, the registration and licensing exercises, is also going on extremely well. Everybody now is asking, how can we register and how can we do that? It is very important that we need that database to be able to structure our training needs and be able to meet their needs and then assist them. You can also see that the sentiment all over is about value addition. We need to really focus on adding value, not just and we at Tree Crop Development really have that vision. As we said, we want to position the shea industry, and then not just as a raw commodity, but a focus on transformation and adding value to it, not on just the kernel. So far, so good, and we are happy that we've devoted our time as senior management to be here. And one key thing I'm taking home, I've listened a lot from all quarters. I took part and I've listened a lot.
Ya tuwaka sedo so asabre babe piemu ewo drobo na eya shenkafo meche drivers omu wo e drobo na sabri wo mu cheje jopa wosi ne ubehye brekum ekosi sampa kwan a eda ho no a eya dia nka wo hwa eye kwan kese pa a eboa ma edwadie etimi ekoso osesa kwan na so na wonam a wodi free Ghana ekopiemu ewo Cote d'Ivoire na sabra ye kasa ide atetia pora pansam papa a edi ehunbo na ebo wo mo etwi ahyen efa sa kwan ne so enti eyade so a eha adwene pant wo sraban se womra no ma mesiesie kwan no emfama wo mo
Brekum sampa kwan no ebrofo kwansiri kwan 56 kilometers. Womo edema contractor ewo mfempene ne nso 2007. Enti nko obehye dwumade no ase no watwa aboa akobede ensem wo mfempene ne dumienu 2012. Bepem nne se de kwan na tie ne saa na tie kwan ye ntwanwie da. Ahyenkafo mo fa saa kwan no so akire mu a womo efa kwan no so da kro bia age se ebia nkwanhyiasi anase womo ebekwa akotɔ spare parts e de asese womo ehyen mu etisika na womo nya ne nyina na kwaye bregu adwuma dobrofo nso no wo se atia nso ho adwuma ya womo ye wo ho no mo pa a womo de eboa me yenya bi kurampo e de kɔ eye nkrofo amanso enso so womo ato womo asabram enti wo totɔ de asre se empanifo enhwɛ na womo entwa kwan ne mfa mo na entimi emmoa anya saa de a wo mo so be form ho adwene
and our pabu there say am e be say anapa by 30 series we go 50 series enji anapa 30 series anapa na yana ewe ma from kwa nam so a ka na ehome kakra but awia boy hu ko do dia na kwan no awia na kwan na keke aye hard ntu na so a obre e ba sa na ewiki ka na ntempa eni ntuma nyu duna ba dia ya 250 series no ya wo sa ba no oni mo bia de boa nti je de ya ebe boa ya ma yetima kwa ka na ya de bia ya je nti sa wo ba brantem o ba ntend dia wo bonya kaska no mana wo ba na so dia bo de da ho e beje nti sa ayi se ya wo se yankasa ya chinwa omu ya ibone da bia omu de mu di jae wa cha se nti de ka cha se kwa de mu je se amaye nti wo president o ba dia kaska ma mu yedu ade cha se amuto nyemam nti ba bo awo na bra na wo ba na da ba fo ne so ekesi o ya twan
kwan e na musu uko sunya ba ko ba yise uko magazine ko to dade ehim na mesre ne se no kwasem kwan se bebi adu no simple so enimoni me omo be ye maya aban e twemu o de breda e be si ma this assembly bia enka omo fa grade sa grade anya de entwa kwan so maye e okay bai unam so a because say quota no matutu nti no ama abo na yiyi unam so a in fact how pan my nti yesre aban penyifo ene tituro nanano bebu kotoje pa ma cho se omomo aye
mimi hu ne se kwan na omo ye no esere ye bo abrabo aye maktan ye nkoye ni asekere ne sen John president dada office wa ne wasia bai ne di oye ye no from Brekum to refugee camp no se ba bi awode wo ye Brekum to Tenjere ya kai na etutu na na so ba ro so beto aso beti ba bi ane ha on de krotie konwa so wanko etutu wo nanim nti ya besro mo na se so president bai ko be share bo senka July no ko be ma contract abaso but ya se atene foforo se Manchester ndi animi bo so no nkrin contract ebeba ti bo so share nka ya sere no on fanya adwuma man na so de be ya adwuma so a onye ni yie preko say yan konsan ya chibiem
Era de mama ye gina eye drobo for ensemi so na me de manu atum so asere mpanyimfo se we die omudika muntwamani nkɔhye wo mu bosumi mienu echi ni amekɔ hɔ no I was even fortunate say na meti ehyenkesie mu na me ampo no me free hɔ no baaye no ni ameti me baabi nkanti me sere we de ompanyini eni road minister munye bibi emfa ho ema wo mu ye gina sanse mi so na ya home premo kase so yakoba me nyabema eni mado e de agudie nsem so beto so nkɔ baabi a ye beba sisia